Hello everyone, it's me Clayton. I just finished watching Free Guy, which is basically, in my opinion, one of the best video game movies out there that's not even based on a real video game. Directed by Shawn Levy and starring Ryan Reynolds. Now, this movie definitely happens to hit the self-aware humor and the loving homages to video games that you'd expect from the trailers, but it also happens to tell a genuinely heartwarming story that people have wanted to see for a while on the big screen. And if Ready Player One disappointed you, I think this will definitely perk you back up. But let's get to the story, shall we? The story revolves around Guy, a bank teller in a video game called Free City, which is basically Fortnite mixed with Grand Theft Auto. Guy is basically the person who goes through the motions, going through his daily job and going through his path as an NPC, basically the way you'd expect for a non-player character doing a video game. That is until he meets Molotov Girl, played by Jodie Comer, who, as it turns out, helps him see that his world is just a game, and he finds out that this isn't just any game. It's a game that happens to have more to it than meets the eye, and has more than a few secrets about it that are wanting to be hidden by the game's lovably hateable creator, played by Taika Waititi, who plays the main antagonist, Antoine, who's basically like Todd Howard mixed with the CEO of EA. But that's all I'll say about the story. The story here really does happen to make the perfect mix. It happens to mock various aspects of video games and the people who play them, but it also shows its appreciation for those things as well. It just shows a lot of the dirtier things that happen in both the industry and when it comes to the people who play these types of games. Ryan Reynolds, of course, just does an amazing job with the comedic chops he has, and that's to be expected considering that he gets to be more than just Deadpool this time around. He gets to just be a genuinely good guy who you can't help but root for. Jodie Comer does a great job as Molotov Girl, and she basically gets to play a character who isn't exactly the Mary Sue type that you'd think she is. She has a lot of surprises to her, and a lot of stuff about her in the trailers is actually expanded upon quite a bit here. Taika Waititi, I think, was born to play this kind of villain at one point. He's quirky, he's got a ton of cringeworthy phrases, but you can tell the movie knows how much of a doofus he is while also being genuinely harmful to gaming as a whole and to his own employees. And after seeing so many scumbags in the industry and so many people coming forward about abuses, it just feels good to see one of these guys being taken down a peg, so to speak. And while there are a fair amount of references to other pop culture things, they don't feel like they're done at the expense of the story. It feels like they actually work well with the story's themes, almost like how they did in Wreck-It Ralph. On top of that, it has a final battle that I won't spoil, but probably is the best at mixing its references with the film's themes, while also working in a fair amount of its own original humor as well. It really does feel like it was designed by people who've played games, who know stuff about them, and who love to show the world what they're about, to the point of even having several YouTubers who specialize in games act as cameos in the film, and it doesn't feel like they talk down to the audience either, which I appreciate. In fact, even Alex Trebek shows up for one cameo which I thought was one of the best in the movie, and God rest his soul, because I think it was worth seeing on the screen one more time for this. So yeah, Free Guy definitely is one of those films that is going to have a hard time doing well in the box office because of the you-know-what, and the fact that it's only in theaters for now. But I do think it's definitely worth a watch for those who want a genuinely good time with a genuinely good guy as the hero. So that's why it's not a good film, it's a great film. In fact, a 9 out of 10. See you next time.